Good morning, good morning. Do 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 do. Good morning to you. Welcome to a daily dose of joy, farm edition. You guys know I love it here. You can hear the wind rattling through the magnolia tree next to me. Well, we haven't made it to the beach yet, but ahoy, here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get there. Yeah, it's hard to leave this place. And the beach is only 4 hours away, so we're going. Hopefully tomorrow y'all see me from the beach. But today we are gonna do a laughter flow. And one of the things I enjoy doing that helps jiggle my giggle box when I'm intending to laugh for 5 minutes. Well, one of the things that's really fun is to have a buddy. Like turning the camera on and having you guys as my buddy, that helps kind of, it's like having friends around, helps the giggles get going. Picking up the hotline, calling one of my buddies for a 5-minute laughter flow. You think that's gonna be so awkward and so weird to choose to laugh. But as soon as you begin to get easier and easier with it, it is with the end of the day when I'm celebrating the good stuff in my day, very frequently the laughter flow with a buddy is on there. Because you say something, then they say something, or you do something goofy, then they do something goofy, and it becomes this really genuine sharing and oxytocin connection and humor. And then that just ripples throughout the rest of your day. I find I'm much more likely to interject funny comments or interject a humorous perspective on a situation after I've just primed my brain with some laughter flow. It's one of the microdosing tools I use every day. I make sure that I use a laughter flow every day. It's a powerhouse tool for dosing the brain and laying down new neural pathways for how we see the world, where our point of focus is. All right, so here we go. I got me a little half sweet, half unsweet. That's half sweet tea, half unsweet tea. Sour little lemon, some of the fresh mint from the garden. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, so good. I could just sit back in that rocker and tell y'all all the benefits of sweet tea. Yeah, that could take a while. But instead, we shall begin. I think actually our 5-minute laughter flow, I might pull on some of the things like that. Some of the Southern things that are uniquely, I have friends all the time. Now, my friend network is in Spain and Australia and California and Canada. That I find that some of the phraseology that I use is not always familiar. And I assume it is. I'm like, I said to somebody the other day something about, don't get your knickers in a twist. And I was joking, but I just still thought it was a normal phrase. She's like, what? And I was like, yeah, don't get your knickers in a twist. Apparently not everybody uses that. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Don't get your, yeah. It's pretty common down here. Or I was driving around and I said to somebody, oh, Lord, I've been running all around Hell's Half Acre. And I did it just like that. I said, oh, Lord, I've been running around all of Hell's Half Acre. Because it was hot and I was running around getting stuff done. And I was happy and enjoying it. But I was at a hustle speed because there were some things to do. And that's a common-ish phrase in the South, running around Hell's Half Acre. That means you're busy, got things to do. Crops are coming in, the weeds have got to be weeded, sort of thing. And let's see, what else? So as we do this laughter flow, just remember if what I'm saying is not titillating and entertaining to you, then just still use this 5 minutes to ha ha ha, ho ho ho, or just That's what I'll do sometimes. Sometimes when I need to do a laughter flow, I'll play one of these that I've made for you guys. And I might start out with just, almost like you're starting an engine on a car. And after a while, that spontaneous laughter kicks in. And that'll get easier and easier. Okay, so stay with me now. Keep your little engine running, even if you don't find possums that funny. But possum. We'll just play with some Southern parlance. Possum. Possum is a weird word. Possum. And the phraseology that comes with possum is, ooh, he's grinning like a possum. He's grinning like a possum, which is sort of a creepy grin, a creepy smile. Because possums have like this very much of a facial expression, for those of you who are not familiar with possums. Yes, grinning like a possum. That possum was peckish. Peckish is another, that means when you're just a little bit hungry, a titch hungry, you're peckish. Asked Mom, she wanted to make her some toast this morning when I was in the kitchen. She's like, I'm just a little peckish. How about a half-piece toast? Let's see. I look around here for other. Oh, so we got some pokeweed going over there. I don't think that's common to the rest of the United States. We have pokeweed. Do y'all have pokeweed? Do you know pokeweed? Pokeweed's pretty. Pokeweed's pretty, but it's also edible. It's a little like collard greens. Do y'all have collard greens? These are all big leaf, large leaf deciduous plants. And pokeweed and collard greens are both edible, and they grow wild. They're not, you don't have to cultivate them. Collards are cultivated a lot. Pokeweed is not. You don't see that in the Whole Foods. But plenty of people eat pokeweed around here. And pokeweed doesn't. You'll see it on the side of the highway. And you'll see families get out of a truck and with a machete and hatch down some pokeweed. It's good. When you get down south, make sure you get some pokeweed. And let's see, what other Southern things can we laugh at? Well, at the grocery store the other day, I saw a little girl pitching a hissy fit. That's when you're having a temper tantrum. See, I can translate for y'all because I'm like part country, part city, all Southern. But I did grow up in Atlanta, which is the big city. We call it the city down here, just like y'all call New York the city. I guess if you live around Los Angeles, you probably call that the city also. But let's see. But yeah, once you leave outside of 285, that's the highway around Atlanta, nobody's having a temper tantrum anymore. They're pitching a hissy fit. Pitching a hissy fit. That snaggletooth girl was pitching a hissy fit. Oh, y'all, I don't know if these things land as humorous with y'all as they do with me. When I think about pokeweed and possums, we got a lot of P's. Pokeweed, possums. Oh, knickers in a knot. I've also heard that one. Knickers in a knot. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Don't get your knickers in a knot. That's sort of like, slow down, man. Chill out. And then other fun Southern parlance is like, which I'm sure y'all have all heard, bless your heart. Bless your heart, darling, precious. When a waitress calls me darling, I just love it. I just love it. I'm like, now we're having a good time. Darling, you want some sweet tea? I'm like, oh yes, ma'am. Bring me my sweet tea, please. Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, who doesn't want to be called darling? Darling. Oh, I love it. My son, on the other hand, when I call him darling, he's like, Mom. He'd rather be called dude. But darling, all my grandparents, periodically would call me darling. And precious. You are so precious. precious. Ooh, doesn't that make you feel precious and loved? You are so precious. So let's do that with you. You are so precious. We're all precious, uniquely us. So now just throw it around to the world. Get out there and start calling people precious and darling. That's some good stuff. Oh. Well, wish y'all were here for pokeweed salad and some sweet tea. Or some sponge cake. Have all that right here on the porch. Yeah, I am sending y'all waves of joy and peace and relaxation. Thank you for joining me for that light and easy 5-minute laughter flow. Hope it brought you some giggles. Let's take 3 solidarity breaths that we chose to make our point of focus laughter and humor for 5 minutes. Way to go. That is changing your brain. You're more amazing than if, like a neurosurgeon. They can't do what we just did. And over time, it creates profound changes in your brain. All right, let's take 3 solidarity breaths, gentle, easy breaths together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May today surprise and delight you. See y'all tomorrow.